Oh, yeah? What do you think? A third? A fourth? A fifth? Just right at the beginning of the book, probably A. Oh, no, it's arrogant! Okay, the arrogance of people to assume that they know what's going on in geopolitics when they only take what they know from a black mirror in their room, in their hand. They don't read books. They don't look into historical facts. They don't care about what has been. They want to be told what is by people who sell them a bag of goods daily. People who read a script. Do you really think that Don Lemon or any of these people that go on television, on the news, and they tell you what's happening in the world, do you think any of them double check what they're being told? Do you think any of them actually look into what the script is? They have no idea what they're going to say before they say it. None. Absolutely none. They might as well be AI script readers. Okay? That's what a reporter does. I know a reporter personally, and she's told me with her 10 years of experience, it's all a script. None of it is actual reporting. None of it is actual fact. It is a mechanism to turn you against yourself, against your family, against your community. That's it. If somehow at the beginning of the pandemic, a solar flare hit the earth and no one had access to television, the pandemic would not have happened. Because no one would be listening to the news which tells them it's happening. Yes, there would be sick people, but the hysteria would never have happened. The lockdowns would never have happened. There would be no technology because all the circuit boards would be fried from the solar flare. And, we'd all be living very much differently. But the fear factor would be in a whole different realm. So my favorite meme about the pandemic was the Amish, It's like, why do you think there's two Amish guys singing in the trees? Why do you think we're not getting sick? And the other guy's like, because we don't own TVs. We're not subscribed to the fear factor. We're not subscribed to we don't have a needle in our neck with fear. That's not what we do here. So, long story short, war never changes, as they say in Fallout, the video game. There's so much in media that can tell us the truth. There's so much in... I've decided this is going to be my first 10-minute video on TikTok. Because, they've just introduced that, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to swing for the fences, baby. Swing. And I know TikTokers are, they have a proclivity to not watch anything past 30 seconds. And that's another sign of our times. I tell people to read books. I tell people to look into history. And in their head, they think, wait a minute, that means I'm going to have to commit more than a minute of my time. Fuck that, bitch. Fuck that. Whereas I have spent 10,000 hours. At least 10,000 hours. 15. You know what? Probably 20,000 hours of my time looking into history. They say you need 15,000 hours of anything to be a professional, to be a pro, to be a master. And I'm not a master because I've spent 20,000 hours just looking into everything. But everything is history. History is everything. Because when we know history, when we look at Russia, for instance. When you see everything that's been happening in Russia since 1818, and see, I tell you that number and you're like, what? What? People have no idea past their own lifespan. And then anything previous to age 12 is all just like a mystical fucking fuck job. They don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, I had some good memories, but I wasn't actually engaged in life at all at that time. And so then the historical narrative becomes more and more flux to become this just, I see nothing. Hear nothing, speak nothing, because I can't. Because I have no relationship to that which was, and therefore that which is now. There is no now without that which was. And the deeper, deeper, deeper you go, there is no later without the previous to it as well. You know, it's all tied together. But we have cultural, historical, factual amnesia. We don't know shit. And by we, I mean you, not me. I've spent a lifetime looking into that which is, and I've fucking gotten to a lot of dead ends. I've preached things which later I regretted. And that's part of the discovery process. You gather all the information and you think you know what's going on at first, but you don't. Because there's layers and layers and layers and layers to this onion. And it's a hefty fucking onion, guys. One of those fucking GMO onions that's just like this, and it's got 50 layers and half of them are rotten. More than half. By design. By design. History, what is it? It's his story. History is written by the victor, and the victors are always men. Because they're always the most brutal. They're always the most conniving and fucked. Because men have the most self-destructive energies within them. Because they know. They know that they have been tools for a group that has enslaved them. Humanity has been a slave race since day one. And once you really start to look into that, then things start to make way more sense than the level of evolution that they try to sell us in school. You know? And I can take that any which way you want. I can take it to creation, by aliens, by God, by demons, by nature herself. I can take you anywhere you want to go into relation to how this species started and where it's going to end real quick here if you don't get your act together. This is about you. This isn't about me. In case you haven't noticed, I produce content every day, more or less, that helps people feel, heal, and redirect their energies towards that which is. To take your knowledge of that which is and send it out onto the internet, to immortalize yourself and the message, to change this world for the better. Because if we don't, check off all the boxes of the things that you want to do on your shit list. That's what it is. It's a shit list. It's not a bucket list. A bucket list to me is the things that really matter that you want to do but never did in your life. But a shit list is things that you want to do that don't matter, that only please you, and that actually further cause the collapse of this world. So, long story short, yet again, for the third time in this video? Don't waste your fucking time. I'm not wasting my time. Anybody that you respect and look up to, are they wasting their time? Are they wasting your time? Time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. How much time do we really have? Not much. Not much. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You know? Eat, drink, and be merry, but the time is shorter than you think, as the Romans said on their sundials. What the fuck do you think you're gonna feel? How do you think you're gonna feel at the end of your life when you look back and you're like, you know what? I really didn't stand for anything except for what I was told to stand for. I didn't have anything within me that said, I'm gonna do what I want. What I see is the right thing in this world based on my feelings and based on my reasoning. But you have no reasoning. Your feelings are all based in bullshit and lies and deceit. This is the most important, exciting, and dangerous time in history. And if you don't know that, you're so asleep, no amount of methamphetamines can wake you up. So, look into it.